Hello, we are here right now at the European Geothermal Congress in Zurich, Switzerland by EDGEC, and I am joined by Giacomo Marcolin of Tenaris. Can you introduce yourself for a bit and maybe tell us about what Tenaris does?
Hello, Carlo. A pleasure to be here. I'm Giacomo Marcolin. I'm technical sales manager for Tenaris for the OCTG business, following the European market and the energy transition application. As Tenaris, we are tubular provider, so we produce pipes for the energy industry, and in particular now focusing on geothermal. That is becoming more and more important in our portfolio.
Okay, so Tenaris has been in the geothermal industry for a while. It's kind of a mainstay at this point. So can you tell us a little bit about which parts of Europe are you active in, which countries or which regions?
Sure. Now it's almost 30 years that we are present in the geothermal industry, starting with the activities in Italy, for example, in Larderello area, where we are providing the casing since almost 30 years. And now expanding our presence, working in Germany, in Switzerland, also for the projects that have been presented in this conference, where we are supplying the casing, and now expanding also to France and also to other applications for geothermal, like lithium extractions, in which we are now starting to enter and to learn about this new phase of the geothermal.
Okay, I think one of the things that makes Tenaris quite unique is that you are a a company with local presence. So, how important is this in catering to a European market?
This is very important, I guess, and we see this feedback more and more from our customers that are feeling this moment of uncertainty. We are not living in a globalized world anymore. We have conflicts, we have uncertainties. So the possibility to have a supplier that is one day of track far from your site, delivering a material on which that you produce starting from scrap to the finished product is giving more assurance to the customer. So having a player with the experience that Tenaris has, capable to supply the full portfolio, with the set of services and following up the project also after the running of the casing itself, is seen as a plus.
Okay, as you mentioned, there's this element of following up on the project. So, can you tell us a little bit about what Tenaris does for existing customers, like in the after sales part?
With the customers, we try to have first of all a dialogue since the very beginning of the project at a very early stage, in order to tailor made our offer at the end of the day. So we are learning from the customers and being part of this community and talking with them in this kind of events to understand what they need. But then is also during and after the operation that something can come out and that can help us to add all other services for the further developments, since these are projects that many times have different phases, so that we can improve the efficiency and make also the rest of the project more cost effective for them.
Okay, so you mentioned that aspect of offering tailor-made solutions. So, can you give us examples of, so say, what are the more unique challenges of the geothermal industry that Tenaris is addressing?
In geothermal, since the very beginning, we started to bring our experience that was coming from oil and gas. But it's clear that the business model of geothermal is different, and the customers are different, and the expertise of the customer is also different. So we are bringing not only the pipes themselves, but we're bringing also a certain a part of related to training of the customer, education of the customer, but also to support them to have a complete solution. Also working with partners, so to give them some packages that allow them not to jeopardize too much the supply chain, not to look for 200 suppliers, but to have all the package related to the casing in one. So it's pretty strategic also to cover the European geothermal presence and to respond to the needs of the customers.
Okay, then. Thank you, Giacomo. That was very good. All the best for Tenaris.